guys, today I want to show you how to make some lovely smoked roast chicken in the Weber barbecue. So I'll do my best to show the techniques, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Alright, so here's the items you're going to need. I've got myself a Weber Smokey Joe barbecue, just a wee small one for basically I've got it for taking away on camping trips into the beach, but this is ideal for doing small batches of smoked food and meat. And I've also got myself a aluminium foil roasting tray. I've had to squash it a little bit so it fits in there with the lid on. I do recommend getting yourself one of these fire starters heat beads. This brand is. You don't need the official Weber one. This one works just great, and it's half the price from Bunnings. So start out with one of those. I've got all my charcoal and briquettes there. So the idea is you start off with a Samba firelighter, or any sort of firelighter really. Put a few of them in the bottom there just to get the fire going. They're invaluable. Don't bother with paper or anything like that. These are just the best. I've got a bit of this old coal here that was given to me, so I'm just using a bit of that mixed with some hardwood briquettes. The briquettes tend to work just a little bit better than the coal, but if you get the coal really hot, it's also pretty good as well. Now for the Smokey Joe, I tend to find about 3/4 of one of these full of coal is about enough, so pretty good to go there. Alright, I'll get this lit now. It'll take about 15 minutes to get up to temperature, so I may as well get it lit now and then keep the rest of the preparation going. Alright, just got it lit. Put it aside to a place that it's not going to burn anything. While we're talking about safety, always make sure you got some sort of foot protection on, because as soon as you start picking that up and carrying it around, little bits of hot cinders will be falling out on the ground, and I have burnt my feet a couple of times. Not a pleasant experience, and definitely not one I want to repeat, so just be mindful of that. Alrighty. Alright, so you can put whatever you like on your chicken. This is the way I do it. Give it a bit of coating of oil first. You need to just give that skin something to stop it burning until the juices and the fat come out of the skin and get a nice crispy brown on it. So a bit of oil here. Just rub it all over. Alright, now you want to put any herbs and spices that you like on there, and should be ready to go. A bit of rock salt and cracked pepper, and some thyme and paprika. Paprika just gives it that lovely sort of golden colour as well. Helps to colour up that skin real nice. So just massage it all over the skin. Alright, it's looking pretty good now. Just pop that on the tray. And good to go. You can see there, I've got a good glow in there now and a good covering of white ash on the top. That means they're all hot and ready to go. So we'll pop them in now and get cooking. So you've got to be very careful. Everything's extremely hot, and as you can see, we're dropping beads at the bottom there, so you don't want to stand on any of those. Chuck the rogue ones back in. These are the little bits, if you stand on, give you a very bad day. Alright, so just a word on the setup. I've got top and bottom vents fully open, and what we'll do is just for about 15-20 minutes or so Just put the chickens in as they are, without the tray, and some hickory smoked chips. You can use whatever you like. I prefer hickory, they're my favourite. Grab a handful of these chips, drop them in there on the hot coals. And whack that lid on. Alright, so it's had a good smoke there for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll take the lid off and have a look. That's looking pretty good right there. Got a nice colour coming onto it. Still a good bit of smoke coming off those coals there. So we'll just transfer them into the tray. The idea of the tray is just to hold all the juices, stop them from dribbling all the way through the barbecue and making a mess. Easy to clean up. And we've got some nice juices to make a good gravy with at the end. Alrighty, we'll just pop the lid back on now and leave it for about an hour and a half. Come back and check it. We've just come back to check on the chicken. It seems to be bubbling away there nicely. You may have to just rake some of the coals together, which I did a few minutes ago, just to get the heat back into it again. If you lose any heat out of it, it might just die down completely. So I found with this one, if you pop the lid off every now and again, say every 20 minutes to 30 minutes, it just allows a bit more air to circulate through to keep those coals going. So what I'm going to do now is just get some of this nice juice and just drizzle it back over the chicken to stop that skin from drying out. Alright, let's pop the lid back on, and it's got about another 30 minutes to 45 minutes to go. Nice and golden colour there, and I flipped them over just so that you can see how well that's just falling off the bone there. So nice and juicy, hasn't dried out, and real nice golden colour on it. So we'll pull it out and set it aside to rest. Pop the lid back on, close the vents up, and it'll die out pretty quick. Right, the chicken's been resting for a few minutes now, so we'll just tuck into a bit of this lovely golden leg meat here. It's got a lovely smoky flavour to it, along with the herbs, the salt and pepper. And that pink colour you can see under there is actually from the smoke, so the smoke gives it that nice little pink colour just under the skin, about 3 or 4 millimeters. So just let that cool down, pop it in the fridge, and that'll be some lovely smoked chicken for sandwiches and cold salads. Cheers! You know it's good when the dog's sitting up like that. He can smell it. He's doing his best to look as pathetic as possible so he can try and get some as well. You never know, dog. You might get a few little tidbits at the end. You ready? Okay.